FNATIC here on ADROIT. Should be a good one. It doesn't feel like there's any favorite in this SEA region. And even in this series we see FNATIC slightly favored, but not heavily favored.
I mean, 1.58 is actually pretty good. If you think, so if, as a gambler myself, if you thought before everything had played out or whatever, and you thought like FNATIC was more than like a 2-1 favorite, you take that pretty easily. And do I think FNATIC is a 2-1 favorite? I don't know. They haven't been. FNATIC is the most up and down team I think I've ever seen. Like their peak is like, ooh. But their low is like, oh, yikes. Yeah,
every now and then you see them at LAN events where they are taking games off, you know, Team Secret. We saw them take games off Nigma at Dream League. So definitely a team that can beat anyone, but also, as we saw at the start of this group stage, lose to anyone. They lost the best of 3 against Boom ID, who, not to say is a weak team or anything. SEA is very competitive, but you'd expect FNATIC to beat them.
Oh, for sure. Like, for example, on Liquid, we regard them quite highly. But it doesn't matter if you regard somebody highly if the results are not backing things up. That's kind of how Dota works, right? Like your team can on paper look really good, all the things seem to be going right, and 1 or 2 matchups later, like you lose 2 games and you're out.
Yep. Well, we'll see how FNATIC do. They need to start putting together some wins here as the bottom team of the 4-team groups is eliminated. All about making sure you get to the playoffs. You get first.
Faceless Void is one of the better heroes that he's against.
Big creep wave down bottom, putting 23 Savage under a lot of pressure. He's out of regen here. Jabs has a salve though for him, and they're gonna actually get a kill with the help of the tower. Boomy.
Did he have the salve?
Boy,
what? He just
has the headdress. So.
He just straight up died.
Yeah, he tanked too many tower shots. And speaking of which, the Brewmaster does the same. He tanks like 2 tower shots and just dies. They tried to pressure.
2K. I was like, what's going on?
It's under attack.
Well, now Storm's hit level 5 with an Arcane Rune.
If he gets lucky on the uphill,
he has a Remnant hit, gets the hit, and Moon will get a solo kill in the mid lane. The Phoenix TP coming a little bit too late. Well, the ideal start. DJ rotating on this mid lane with the Storm hitting level 6 now. They're looking to kill Mac instantly as he comes back. They just jump on him, hit the Impale here. Moon, he's coming to this one, knowing that Mac, if he dies, he does not have a TP to come back to lane. Mac, though, he kills the Nyx Assassin, and Moon, he may have overcommitted. One more right click, is it going to be enough? The bottle charge is healing up Mac, he stays alive. One more right click, it's just enough, but Moon may pay for this with his life. Has a Fairy Fire and a Stick Charge. Boomy. No spells for a good 6 seconds here. It looks like Moon is going to get himself back to safety. Considers a neutral deny, it looks like. But Boomy's still looking to land a Fire Spirit. Can he do so? Misses the first. Not going to go fishing with the second in the right place.
Oh, and he might actually get spotted, and he's got to be careful here. Does have die. And the expectation isn't for him to farm as well as the Void, right?
They're getting jumped. Moon unable to get the kill with the disruption save, and
he might die here.
Yep. There are 1 charges, he's going to pop them, but I don't see him getting out of this one. He goes down to the Sunray. So nice fight.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know where to gank. So what should happen now is somebody should take over bottom lane. The Oracle can sit behind mid, and TB just farms his own jungle until Timber takes top. You would have to smoke to make something happen. But smoking at this point in the game feels kind of awkward because your initiation feels kind of mediocre. And can they burst them? Yep. So as a result, you get Moon just being able to go wherever he feels like. You would have to smoke to the Brewmaster, but you don't have a hero that plays very fast. Oh, okay, that was kind of bad.
Matt comes in to punish Ice Ice Ice. Respect on box. He's
but Ice 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 is a legend, man. I don't even. Ice 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 for me is the Timber. That's how I look at it.
It's going to take Foxy a while to become like the signature Timbersaw player, even just as a newer player. Like for any new player, it's impossible to like become like the signature any hero.
Oh, nice chrono.
Yeah, catches out too.
You don't want to get this though.
The damage without the SF, they just really struggle to kill these heroes. It's just a support Oracle, and Storm just walks away easily until maybe Phoenix gets a lot of levels in the Sunray.
Yeah, I don't. Oh. This might be a... This is a kill. This is a kill.
Great combo.
23 Savage, what did you do? None of his team...
We'll see if it pans out right now. They are playing from behind, so even though it seems like it should be the build to answer FNATIC's draft, they're losing a lot of these lanes and currently getting pressured all over as Timbersaw's going to rotate on in with the Nyx Vendetta gank. Finds the Phoenix.
So you can see
nice little setup.
spot vision. Yep. Nyx is so much worse as a hero if you have vision on him.
Oh, jump in mid. Storm Spirit with the smoke rotation from the supports is going to find
That's what I'm talking about. Like, would I go for that kill? Probably not, but...
Well, they know they can get this one. That's a squishy support. Shadow Demon is easy pickings for FNATIC, who instantly then TP bottom. Both teams will disengage for now with Oracle going down.
They want more.
Yeah, you can't just get an Oracle.
Oh, this would be huge.
Yeah, they've got the Cyclone. I don't know if 23 Savage is a good way out. They're going to drop the Chronosphere just to try and kill him off. There's no way he gets a Sunder off as Stormwood falling on the backlines, but they can't do anything about it. The Nyx Assassin gets a nice impale into Meteor Hammer combo with the Supernova there. They've got a great defensive option here. The Fear being used on the Storm to stop him zipping away, and they take out the DJ Nyx as well. 4-0. FNATIC didn't really need to fight that one, but they chose to, and they got punished.
Different ways to set up on him. I actually think that time they used the SD for the Disrupt as well, but just being able to pressure is really nice.
Chaps thought he could sneak an outpost, one of that juicy experience, but they were ready for it.
Yeah, now the game gets really interesting, David.
And just
first side away.
Yeah,
doesn't even bother for the save. Just you know, peep the sun ray. So there's now an Atos on the Phoenix. I think Storm might just die here.
Well, he's got an Aegis though, so he's looking to bait some spells here as SF is fake casting his Requiem in the backlines.
Nice.
Nice Timbersaw. He's in
really far in.
Yeah, he's in really deep. Yeah, it's got a pipe here. He's going to pop it and then Timber Chain himself out of there. But Box committed. He's popped the Primal Split. He's looking to charge forward. They found jabs as well. That's the Oracle. That's a lot of the save, although he's already used the False Promise to keep Ice alive. Now Storm's going to go jumping back in. They've lost jabs here, but here comes the TP. Metamorph back up. They're ready to fight. And can they kill this egg? One or two more right clicks. They're going to be close to getting it. They just barely get the last right click off in time. CML on the backlines on the Shadow Demon should be in all sorts of trouble as well. Timbersaw is there. They're going to drop the Meteor Hammer for some style points. And Brewmaster coming out of the front.
Yeah, whatever. I've been wrong about worse stuff. Dota is a complicated game. I don't blame you.
Oh yeah. A lot of complicated mechanics. Ice is
my guy. Whew. What is you doing?
Going in very deep here. The Vanish is going to set up a Requiem, and Ice being pushed back by the Fear is still going to stay alive. The Chronos he's being used, they really want him. Jabs has the false promise, he's fine. Jabs is just sitting behind him, he's baiting them out, and he's not going to die. They throw everything on a Timbersaw, but he's just too goddamn tanky. Ice now healed up to full. They're going to drop the Supernova. I think they can just focus that one down. The Storm's going to zip in, trying to do so. The BKB Terrorblade, can he find a Sunder target? He doesn't need one. He's being healed back up. He does end up sundering Natsumi. And Faceless Void doesn't have a time up for a few more seconds. He barely gets stopped in time. Oh, the double stun onto the SF and the Brew is going to spell the end of ADROIT. It feels like GG is called by the GG branch. Doesn't look like they're going to all chat it though.
I mean, they're still at tier 2. Let's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Ice is just dropping GG trees, trying to tell them like,
yep. Come on, let's have a little GG tree battle. Oh, yep. Look
at that.
Ice with the branch into Timber Chain combo. He's styling.
He's feeling himself. When you don't die at that point, I think you feel yourself.
Yeah. He's dropping GGs all over the place. This is the online Dota. We know, we love it. You get a bit of trash talk in there, a bit more, you know, flair and personality for some of the players when they're sitting at home a bit more comfortable.
The thing is like, it's all in good fun, but if I'm ADROIT, I'm secretly like, screw this guy. Like,
you're coming back in too,
like,
twice hard.
I'm mad. Dude, you can't let somebody disrespect in front of your tier 4s.
Yeah. He's doing it now. He's just taking tier 4s.
In front of your tier 4s.
Yeah. And after that last team fight, Ice deserves to have some swagger. They're all in on him. They're trying to format and kill him here. It's not really working though.
They needed a Spirit Vessel so badly.
The Phoenix rushed the Atos this game, which made Ice's game pretty good because he didn't have to go any kind of Lotus Orb. He does have the Greaves or a Purge, but
you still want it though. Yeah. It's really nice.
Vortex gonna pull in Bok, who doesn't have Primal Split for another 8 seconds here. They've got the Sun on Natsumi, who's got to be careful. Ice still just charging forward. It does feel like the end for ADROIT, but they're holding on, looking for one last hurrah. They've lost the melee racks in mid and the racks down bottom. And without ultimates, it's so hard for them to take this fight. Fail?
Yeah, and Grant did say he felt like it was going to be a pretty quick, they run down together at some point and win. And that's kind of what it's looking right now. A little bit later than he predicted, but same idea.
The Supernova is going to pop and stun a few heroes. Bill's used very defensively. As FNATIC just going to look to disengage a little bit here. Metamorph is just about to come back up, and I believe they're going to look to take this fight as a result. 23 Savage does not have Sunder though. He's in some trouble. The Chronosphere, it catches out jabs behind him, gets all three in. Oh, Natsumi's been cyclone. DJ with the Yule's combo. Meteor Hammer is going to be... Oh, no, he time walks, but he still gets hit by it. Storm goes down in the end. And 23 Savage is looking to hold his ground with the Metamorph. And now they'll call it. That was the last hurrah.
That was probably the... If we kill TB here, maybe there's like a 1% chance we can come back into this game.
Yep.
But well done by FNATIC. And for me anyways, it all comes down to that disastrous fight at bottom. They were in a perfectly okay position. They were only down like 2k gold.